What is going on, you guys? I am back with another video. Don't mind the angle. I'm trying to work on this new tripod that I bought. So, the camera's sitting a little funny. I wanted to see how it looked. But we've got a haul today. One figure, but something I've been very happy to finally get my hands on. So, if you guys remember this guy right here, the X2 Toys Sky Crusher. This has been my Generations Jetfire for about, I think, a little over a year. Yeah, a little over a year. I never got the original Siege Jetfire. I stated that I got this one because he scales better with the current state of my collection, which, I mean, scale is always debatable with the Generation 1 cartoon. I mean, here he is with the Commander Class Optimus Prime, and I think that's not bad scale. It's not the worst scale we've had out there for these guys, but scale was all over the place in the Generation 1 cartoon. There were animation errors where Devastator and the other combiners were the same size as Starscream. So, animation errors were going to happen regardless. So, like I said, I could never obtain the original Siege Jetfire. At the time, when Siege had just come out, I had just started my job, so I wasn't making the money to go buy him yet. Where I'm at now, I can affordably or comfortably afford this stuff. So, yeah. And then I missed the second reissue of him. Bills at that time were more priority than getting another $90 Commander. So, with the recent announcement of the Void Rivals version of Jetfire, I decided, you know what, let's try this. And it was an endeavor for a hot minute because after Comic-Con, at Comic-Con, you could only buy this at the con. Whatever reserves were left were put on Pulse for general consumers. And I had a hot minute problem with that because then it was stuck on Pulse for like 3 days for premium members. And I am not a premium member of Pulse yet. I'm contemplating because premium members get a hour window before the general public gets pre-orders, like what happened with Sea Spray. Sea Spray gave me a headache ordering him. So I decided after it went into stock for the normal public, I decided to grab it. So here we have the Void Rivals version of the Siege Jetfire mold. And I have to admit, I love this thing. I have one nitpick, and I'm noticing already with the figure. This arm doesn't have the same amount of ratchet stiffness in it that this one does, which always kind of bugs me with figures like that. When a figure has one loose joint over the other one, especially for the amount I paid. Now, mind you, this by himself goes for roughly $90. But since this is a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive item, you also get the G.I. Joe ring style figures of what are the names? Darak and Salila from the Void Rivals series. And you also get the first issue of Void Rivals, which, cool. I was wanting to read some of the stuff from Skybound anyway. Specifically the stuff for Transformers. I mean, it's a nice issue to have just because this kicks off the Skybound Transformers comics. So, and no, I'm not taking these guys out. So when I showed them off in the video, I'm not taking them out because I have literally nowhere to put them. because this guy is going on my cartoon shelf with the rest of my Generation 1 characters. Now, the size on this guy is actually pretty good. I mean, he's about the size of the current combiner, the skeleton combiners. Here he is with Optimus. Now, I don't know how accurate that is because, again, the animation to G1 was inconsistent like crazy. Here he is with the dramatic capture version of Starscream. And Megatron. And I just have one of my cartoon Autobot labels here on his chest just to give him an Autobot logo. So, there's that. And then you'll probably see it in the review, but here he is with Sky Crusher. He's like a good... He's a good bit taller than Sky Crusher. I'm still going to keep Sky Crusher. I have moved him over to a different display that I have going on here in this corner. Since this is technically a Prime Wars styled figure, I have various other Prime Wars figures on this shelf, like or Prime Wars adjacent. There's Power of the Primes, Optimus. Actually, speaking of, this is, I think, good height. Like, if you wanted to display these two together, if you were doing this scale still at the time, these guys don't scale bad. This is like your budget masterpiece collection. Yeah, I have him sitting over here with Combiner Wars Superion, Magnus, Megatron, Cyclonus, Menasor, Thrilling 30 Springer. Yeah, that's where they are over there in that corner. So I will work on getting the review for this going. I may have to invest in some bigger backdrops for bigger characters down the road. I know Toy Hacks has the stages that for the bookcase or for glass shelves. I'd have to buy 2 of them just to have the bigger scenery. Those sceneries though stand up at like 14 inches tall. My review station I think only goes up to 12 or 13. So that's cool. But yeah, I figured I'd just let you guys know I've got this in. This is probably the only figure I've got coming right now. I'm waiting on emails on pre-orders to come in at some point. I do have another figure I'm waiting on. It's sitting in my pile of loot at Big Bad, but I don't want to ship it yet until I have some more figures to ship. It's the reissue of Siege Prowl. Because I've been getting back and been messing around with my, I don't know how well you can see that, but this shelf here in the middle is my Cybertronian characters. I've got the Origins bots. I've got Soundwave, Shockwave, custom Shockwave. When the 86 version comes out, this one, my Takara one, will more likely go over there. I don't want to replace my Takara Shockwave because I absolutely love the colors on this thing. This is a good Shockwave. But given recent info we've been getting, we could be seeing 86 Shockwave could be his blaster mode. Awesome. I really hope it is his blaster mode. Because even though Megatron can't be a gun, because Megatron was a gun. He wasn't a blaster. He literally turned into a real Earth handgun. Shockwave turned into a hand blaster that looks nothing like a gun. So, I'm hoping 86 Shockwave is a blaster. given that Shockwave is currently the owner of the fan boat we've got going on right now. And we're going to be getting a sea-themed alternate mode. Watch it just be Hearts of Steel. I feel that's why everybody's voting for sea right now. It's because we've got the Hearts of Steel, Prime, B, Megatron, and Starscream. Shockwave, that's like the one bot everybody wants from that series is Shockwave, so we'll see where that goes. But yeah, so stay tuned for Jetfire. I will also be doing a collection video soon. I'm going to show you guys everything in here. Oh, I also wanted to show this off. This might help videos later when I get to doing Jetfire. So my dad went out and found that these light stands. Are these light stands. I don't know who threw them out or was getting ready to get rid of them. They just didn't need them anymore. Said, here, you can have them. And he got one for him. And I took this one. This sucker's bright. I should have been using this thing to light my video up, but I wanted to show it off. So it's on this tripod. It's got this big old light stand. So I'll be using that on future videos. But yeah, I think I've rambled on long enough. So yeah, so just stay tuned for Jetfire, and I will see you guys later.